Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we are redesigning two famous logos. So I've gone for a beauty and cosmetics logo and a personal care logo. So the brands are MAC and Dove. So I'm really excited to get my hands on them because I feel like they are two completely different styled brands, and I'm excited to be able to rebrand them and see if I can do them any justice. So let's go. So the first rebrand that we are doing today is for the company Dove. So Dove is like a personal care brand, so they do soaps, deodorants, the whole works, and I love their products. But their typeface that they use is, I'd say, geared towards the older generation, and I love using their products, so I'm going to take it as in what I see the brand as, and I'm going to take it down a notch, use a nice sans serif typeface and see what I can make. So I've just been looking at Dove's logo, and like I said, it is quite elegant, geared towards adults, and I'm going to try and use a nice bold font just because I feel like when I think of Dove, I obviously think of soaps and deodorants, and like a soap is nice and rounded, so I'm just getting that feel of having like a really rounded font. So I'm going to start by writing the word Dove, and then I'm just going to compare a few fonts. This is what I normally do, compare a few fonts and see if one of them takes my fancy. Found some fonts, and I really like the bottom one. I can do a lot with this, and it's nice and rounded. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. I'm just getting a really nice vibe from this, and when I think of Dove, it's like heavenly and just, yeah, I'm getting a good vibe from this. So I'm gonna roll with the bottom one and just see what I can do, what I can come up with, find a really nice color palette for it. I feel like the color palette is gonna make this brand. I'm gonna use really nice creams, baby blues, and see if there's any other colors that are gonna work perfectly for this. See, this D, I thought it'd be quite nice to like include a sort of like happy face. If I was to turn it this way, kind of looks like the eyes and a happy smiley mouth, which I think is kind of cute. And I kind of like how this E is directing you to that gap. So I feel like that works. And yeah, I really like this, but I think I'm gonna adjust the kerning a little bit. Just feel like it's too far apart at the moment. So I've got my logo, and I'm just gonna find some really nice colors. See, that looks so clean to me, and that blue works so nicely against the really white background. It's got a hint of blue in there and a little bit of grey. That is modernizing the brand compared to this logo here. Very modern and has a really nice feel, like a really nice light feel to it, and that's exactly what I wanted. So I'm gonna have a play around, see if I can make some other logo marks. I didn't want to include the Dove in it. I feel like it's not needed. I mean, you could bring it in with a nice pattern, but I feel like it says what it is, and you don't really need that logo mark in there. But I'm gonna see what I can come up with and see if there's anything else I can add to this brand. Kind of making a really nice board for my logos and my brand to come to life, so I can sort of see everything together. I always like doing this just so I can sort of add patterns in, see the logo marks, and see the colours working together. So I like doing that. I love the D on this and how it looks like a face and a smiley face and eyes. I feel like that would make a really nice visual on the Dove's website. So now we get to put the branding into action with the mock-ups. I'm gonna go for a soap mock-up and maybe a deodorant mock-up, and I'm just gonna do the packaging for the soap. So I found a really nice soap mock-up and it's got the soap, so I'm gonna put the Submart logo onto the soap bar, which is the D, and then the personal care around it. And then I'm gonna have fun with the actual packaging. So I was thinking for the soap to add really nice quotes on the packaging, so something to do with like washing and something obviously to do with soap. So I'm gonna try and come up with some good sayings and get that mocked up onto the mock-up. The scents that I've come up with. I always like to add something edgy to a brand, and I feel like because I'm going for more of my age group with this company, I feel like the sayings are gonna be represented a lot better to my age group, which is around 20 to 30-year-olds, and I feel like adding little sayings to packaging always goes a long way. So I really like this idea, and now I'm gonna go and mock these up onto the packaging. So that is everything mocked up now. We've done the soaps and the deodorants and they look insane. I really like the sayings of the soap packaging, especially I think it's time to let your man go. So that is obviously a mango flavoured soap. I don't even know if you can get a mango flavoured soap, but I feel like it would be very, very cool. But yeah, overall I am loving the new look for Dove. It's definitely gone for more of a bold statement, less geared towards adults is exactly what I wanted, and it's just got a really nice feeling to it. So I am super happy with how everything has come out. Now we're going to move on to MAC Cosmetics. So I have used MAC Cosmetics for ages. Their foundation is my go-to, and I thought it'd be really nice to get involved and try and do a little rebrand for them. Now I love the colour black that they use, so that's probably something that I'm going to keep, but I'm going to definitely look more at the type and maybe just have a play around with that, see what I can come up with, and just try and do it some justice for a rebrand. So let's go and rebrand MAC. So I've got the MAC logo here and it is white against a black background. They like to use black a lot within their branding, but they do use a lot of bright colours because you've got really nice eyeshadows, colour palettes, and you've got some really nice products on there where they do use bright colours against the black. So I feel like I'm going to go with that theme as well, but I'm going to change the type of it. So obviously it is just 3 letters, which can be quite hard for a brand, and you have to get the type exactly right. So hopefully I can do it some justice, and let's go. So with this branding now, I'd say it's not that elegant, and what I'm trying to do is make it a little more high-ended than what it is. So I'm probably going to use a serif font and see what I can come up with really. They use quite a curved font, just like I did for the Dove, and I feel like I'm going to go away from that and use a more harsh and sharp edged sort of fonts. There are a few fonts I have on here that I absolutely love that I've been wanting to use. So I'm going to try and use them and see what I can come up with. Typography is going to really matter, and I really want it to stand out, but I don't want to go too OTT with it. And I quite like these 2 at the moment, so I'm just going to eliminate, because having a lot of fonts there can sometimes just be too much for me. So I'm just going to have a play around and see what I like. I love these 2. I'm unsure on which one I prefer. They're both very like stylish and quite high-ended. I think I'm steering more towards this top one now, the more I look at it. Although I do like this one, and I love the A and the arch of the A that leads onto the M. I don't know if it's just gonna be too hard to read, but I am vibing with that one. Let me know what you guys think between these two in the comments, whether it's the top one or the bottom. I do think I like the top one. I love the C, and I love how the M and A combine into one. I'm vibing with this. So I'm gonna continue on this brand and see what I can come up with. So I'm just testing out a few colours on this, and I came up with a icon logo for MAC, and it's the M and A combined, and it looks so cool. I think it reminds me of a crown, and then I've added the circle below, which fits in really nicely with the main logo. And yeah, it just looks really nice as a repeated pattern too. I always like to create loads of different patterns when coming up with brands, just to see what it would look like. And I am vibing with this brand so much. Like, I didn't mind their logo before, but I just wanted to have a little play to see if I could make it look a little more luxurious. And yeah, I definitely feel that from this branding now. So I've played around with this, and now I'm gonna go and mock some stuff up. So I'm gonna try and find some makeup mock-ups and just see the brand in action. So that is the mock-ups for MAC done, and I am obsessed with this branding. I think this might be my favourite out of the two. It just has such a luxe vibe to it that I don't feel like MAC has at the moment. So if they ever took it into that direction, I would definitely use something like this for their branding. Seeing it mocked up onto the products, it just really does bring the brand to life, and I love using mock-ups to show brands, and I do this in all my branding proposals that I send to my client, because it really does just bring the brand to life. So that is the end of the video and end of me redesigning those famous beauty logos. Let me know your favorite one in the comments below. I definitely think mine was the MAC Cosmetics one. It just looked ace on all of the mock-ups and all of the products, and can definitely see that happening in the future if they want to go down a more luxe route. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel.